Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Columbus Aviators and the Orlando Sentinels. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Columbus Aviators and the Orlando Sentinels. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Columbus club, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
11 touchdowns and 3 interceptions is amazing for Mariota.
With some great words for what he did, I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out. And
Mike, I got to use Upati.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
Mariota looks sharp quick.
45-yard line.
A beautiful pitch and catch for Kenny Galladay.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right.
DOA is in the house, the proud owner of the Orlando Sentinels.
Play fake.
Do love that blue on the Sentinels. Dude! Oh, shit! Touchdown! Sentinels!
Touchdown! Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
That's how you get it done, baby. Good Lord.
They lead the league in points.
Oh, he reacted too soon.
Ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
The Orlando Sentinels come into this game 6-0. The Columbus Aviators are 2-4. But I need everybody to remember, the Orlando Sentinels. Can they defeat this team? And the reason why I bring this up is we have a team in the league known as the Brooklyn Beats. Their undefeated streak was ended by these same here Columbus Aviators. So you know Columbus is trying to make that happen twice in a season, knocking the team off the undefeated ranks. And only 2 undefeated teams remain, the Orlando Sentinels and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. So we're going to see what happens here. But with the defense of Orlando, the struggling offense of Columbus, and that quick play right there, I got to say, they're already behind an 8 ball.
The Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
That was a solid performance.
And DOA's favorite player in the league.
Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First down, Mayfield. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. And here's a look at the offense's starting unit.
DeAndre Hopkins was named All-Pro for the first time in 2017, and really don't have to do much but look at the statistics to know why. 4 touchdown grabs in 2016, jumped that up to 13 in 2017. That led all NFL receivers. Also added in 96 catches and close to 1,400 yards. DeAndre Hopkins' ability to get free in the secondary.
Why you quiet, Mr. DOA?
And body control.
On third down, Mayfield. He completes this one to Mack.
Nice play by the Aviators to get the first down.
40-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. A first down throw for Mayfield.
What a play, and Columbus now is on a drive.
It's the final tally.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing, Mayfield going deep for Hopkins. That's good.
Oh, shit, what a play.
This one was over 20, this one over 30.
33-yard bomb. Baker Mayfield to DeAndre Hopkins, and it is 1st and goal at the 2. Columbus is moving, and that's a bad spot. Clearly, he came down at the 1, if not at the half-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Conner. Nothing doing there.
And James Conner gets cracked. No gain there.
It's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Look at this quick slant underneath. Threw it away. Good defense.
Do you put it in your quarterback's hands again?
Flooded the box there a little bit. He's got him. He missed it. There it is. DeAndre Hopkins back in the end zone.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
We've got a tie game in Orlando. Remember, the Aviators are 2-4. The Sentinels are 6-0.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. And they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Hey, watch the slant.
Third and long here. And it's in by
Hooper's injured. He may have broke a butt cheek.
can only get this to the 30.
You saw him holding his hiney. It could be a broken butt cheek, and he's prone out on the field. This is not good. Hopefully for Orlando, it's nothing more than a damn cramp. Someone get him the Midol.
And the last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Great punt. Average return.
Actually, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
Well, let's see if Baker Mayfield and the Aviators can move down the field again.
We're able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum.
This new-look Columbus offense might be working. We'll see.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I do like the blue on both these teams. I think I've said that already. I love it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Fights forward for only about a yard.
Now it's 3rd and 10. Baker's going to need to get a pass here. In the shotgun, 3 wide receivers.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
Incomplete. Pressure got to him. Now the Aviators are going to be forced to punt.
We've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mariota now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, Ingram. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. That's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Like so many tight ends nowadays.
And clearly Hooper's injury was not serious. There he is with a grab.
First down.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They go play action. Mariota. And that'll wind up.
You got to hang on to that. Mariota with a great ball, man.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. It's hauled in by Shepard.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, it's Mariota. This one complete to Ingram.
Ooh, he almost shook loose.
Here to the 43. Give him 2 yards on that play. And it'll be 4th.
8 and 9.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the ball.
Will they attempt a big 58-yard field goal attempt? At this point, I think I would just go for it.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds
at the 12.
The 12-yard line.
Here we go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build.
Defense is just tough up front.
The pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield.
Damn, Hopkins is eating, man. Hopkins is eating.
It's a pickup of 7.
6 completions, half have gone to Hopkins for 52 yards and a score already. This is a new-look Aviator team. They changed the playbook up, and Mayfield to Hopkins has not looked any better than this all season. Can they continue to gel here today?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped.
He got cracked. That ball came squirting loose.
Teammate comes along and scoops it up.
But there was the lineman, the big fella, jumped on that ball like a starving man on a Christmas ham. Leary was not about to let that ball go back to Orlando.
And avoids the turnover.
Check. 180. It's our time. It's our time.
7-7, our score after one. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive.
Solid run there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Second down. It's Ingram. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Mariota from the gun on third down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So here are visitors to take over on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down and 4, Mayfield. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And now under midfield. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
All right, gearing up for another drive here. Austin Hooper trots back out, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means you want your attention. And right now, precision is going on with
11 to 12. That's awesome.
You wear on your wrist, you know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. To throw, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, Flip. I got. Two times. 4 down. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be tackled at the 23.
This Hooper to Mariota connection is getting ridiculous. 5 catches already here in the first half, and we only have 9 minutes already still to go. Wow.
On 2nd down.
So is that 18 minutes into the game? 5 catches?
About 3 is taken down right at the 20. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
That was a horrible pass.
3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Sanders' kick is good.
How's it going, Walter? 10-7 now, Sentinels.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half. But
good numbers on Baker.
They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 3.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Mike, 55. Check 55.
Play fake. Mayfield. Open man is Anderson. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Mayfield now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. First and 10, Mayfield. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On first and 10 is Connor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Connor. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Good. 180. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Mariota. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Play action now, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing is Mariota, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So
what a kick by Orlando as the buzzer hits to go to the half, up by 3. We've got ourselves a hell of a ball game here in Florida. 186 yards to 197 yards. Mariota and Baker Mayfield looking good in this one, Daddy.
We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Marcus Mariota with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already. And that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go.
And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. And a catch made by Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, it's Connor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Mack. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Mayfield now from the 50. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nearly 30 yards.
Play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Ingram. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, Mariota. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. This is Ingram. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. On third down, Mariota. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Mayfield off the play fake. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They'll run here with Connor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check.
They'll run with Mack. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Mayfield to throw it. That one complete to Anderson. 11 yards there, first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Mayfield now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Making now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And his kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
So
This game is absolutely ridiculous.
They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mariota under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Third and long here for Mariota. Open man is Galladay, complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run here with Mack. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Let's go.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Mayfield on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. A second down throw for Mayfield. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense get set to go again. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the one touchdown score to this point. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Mayfield. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Play fake, Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big pullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Connor, and he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets. And you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Mayfield. It's complete to Hopkins. And a loose football. It's going the other way. There he goes left side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Orlando needed that shit.
This game, they needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A first down throw from Mayfield. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
First down, Mayfield. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he finds Howard complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, it's Connor, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Ethan Westbrooks. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Check 41. Here we go. Here we go.
Mariota. This one complete to Ingram. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a tackle there by Richard Sherman. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown.
And Columbus escapes with a hard-earned victory here today. Remains undefeated.
That tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're...
That was a great game. Aviators, man. fall to 2-5, but they're right there. If they can have a strong offseason and a solid draft, they could be in the hunt.
As they get up to 7-0, and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Columbus, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire
one
crew
touchdown,
as well.
one pick for
we'll
each.
Talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Look at them, very similar numbers. 23 of 33, 24 of 31, 288, 280. That's crazy. Mark Ingram had a solid game. 15 carries here, shared between Connor and Mack. Interesting technique. There's Hooper again, leading the way. And Columbus comes at him with their own tight end in Howard. Gotta love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap this puppy up. There's one game left, I believe, here in Week 7. We'll get to it as soon as possible. In the meantime, we'll see you guys on the field. Later.